Appreciate you showing up. It's been a while since I've been able to go live, so it feels good to be able to go live again finally. I just wanted to stop in. I told you we're changing up the format, not really doing Mondays anymore. Not that Mondays was the problem, just not really feeling like that was my brand. That was more me trying to catch up to what ET was doing. But my brand has always been change the weather. From the beginning, change the weather is how the dream came about. The dream came about on a hospital bed, right? I went to the ER with a condition called atrial fibrillation. And the doctor was asking me about a directive, an advanced directive, a will. And, in that moment, some of the things that I'd heard Les Brown say about how rich the cemetery was, because that's where dreams were buried. That's where books were unwritten were buried. That's where, buildings that were supposed to have been designed and built were buried. And in that moment, I didn't want my children not to have realized some of the benefits of my work. And I decided, in that moment that, the last thing I could do, or the best thing I could do, was plea bargain. So I made a plea bargain with God to tell my story. And that's where change the other comes from. It comes from me being in a condition of, years on parole where I couldn't find work, years, navigating failed marriages, child support, failed businesses. And so all of that has culminated into a space, and I want to be transparent with folks. I'm making more now than I did in an industry where I thought I was going to make everything. When I was in the music industry, you knew about Louis Fats if you were in my network. But once the dream came alive, Conway Jr. went national. And so I'm telling you is get away from dream killers. Get away from people who can't see your vision. Get away from people who telling you why it can't work instead of why it can work. And that's what this next kind of push is about, right? It's going back to my basics, getting some coaching and really, not just, you get away from what brought you in the league, right? What brought me in the league was the basics. And once I got in the league, I started spending more time playing above the rim as opposed to the game that gets you to the rim, right? So anyway, I just want to stop in. I know it's been a minute. I haven't had a chance to check in, but we're back on schedule. All right. So I will see y'all soon. Thank you so much. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe, share the videos, and if you can, tell somebody about it. All right. Y'all have an amazing rest of your week. We're going to check in more often, I promise. We're going to be releasing some videos, I promise. Just been in a bit of a transition, of which I will talk about as well. All right, y'all be good. Check in again with me.